It's my fault, 'cause I put that thing on top now.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is really like my first video. I didn't really do anything else like prior to this. I just did a couple of random edits, but okay, today I wanted to do a video on the Cursed Child book because a lot of people like do not like this book. Like they hate this book, they hate the play, they like the actors and everything. Like they just hate this whole entire. I'm just gonna like talk about my insight on the book and the play and like just everything with the Cursed Child, the plot, thing involved with his daughter and all that stuff right there. Sorry the video's like kind of low quality, like my voice sounds a bit weird in the camera or the video or whatever, so let's get into the video. I'm gonna sit the book right over here, and it's really kind of ironic that there's a Twilight link in the background, and I got this little tree. This little tree lights up, and it reminds me of like the thing from Deathly Hallows, the Snape and Lily always tree, like the always quote in the video now. So I didn't hate the book. The book wasn't really horrible. Now the play wasn't really that good. Like it's not just that the actors didn't fit the book description, cause like with Percy Jackson they got a different Annabeth, like an African American Annabeth, when Annabeth was blonde in the books. Like the same thing with Grover was ginger in the books, and they got someone else to play him in the movies. So it's not even like that the actors don't fit the book description. It's just like, see, okay, the girl who plays Annabeth in Percy Jackson, you like that Annabeth because like if it's good actor, you can get into the story more, to where you can just like get into Percy Jackson's story and everything. But like with this, it just didn't do that. It failed to do that. Other thing is, it just felt like they didn't really need to make this the play or the book or anything, because like Harry Potter was already like a big series. It was already like everyone knows. If you don't like the books or watch the movies or anything, you probably know what Harry Potter is. This just like, it's adding things on to something that doesn't need to be added on to. Like, okay, the series, the HBO series that's coming out, that might be interesting. Like, I don't know when that comes out, I could do a video on that, but this, we didn't need this. Like, we just did not need this. Okay, but another thing is, I felt like the plot with Harry's kid and them all doing this, I feel like it could have been something. They just didn't do it right. They didn't deliver it good. Like, you guys could have done a movie and maybe got the original actors, but like the play just did not do good in anything. Like, people hate the play, people hate the Cursed Child, people hate the book. Like, and another thing is the success with the Cursed Child that it didn't do very well may be because a little bit to do with J.K. Rowling. Because a lot of people don't like J.K. Rowling because she made some transphobic remarks, I guess. But, okay, like, she got canceled. She got practically canceled. So people just, like, don't like J.K. Rowling, so maybe they can't go into the series as much as they'd like to. And that's a whole nother thing with people not liking J.K. Rowling. Like, some people, when they read the Harry Potter series, they feel some type of way because of J.K. Rowling. And that's what makes them go into the Marauders era and read all the young dudes and get into all the fan fiction, become a Wolfstar shipper and all that, which I have been reading all the young dudes. On like 5th year, when he runs away from St. Edmunds and goes like to stay with Grant for a minute, now he went back to James's house and what's her name, Effie took him in. So I'm at that part now. I think they're about to go to Hogwarts, but when I finish the whole fan fiction, I'll do a video on that. But I just feel like the success of the Cursed Child is kind of because J.K. Rowling's remarks. Okay, so I had to move outside. So we're outside now. I don't know how the audio is going to be, if the audio is going to be the same or better or worse or whatever. So let's just keep going with the video. Let's talk about Voldemort and Bellatrix's kid. So they had a whole kid when Bellatrix was like in love with Voldemort. Okay, she was obsessed. And Voldemort did not care about anybody. He did not care about a soul. So why did they have a kid? So that just throws off the whole plot of everything in the Harry Potter books, because they spend this whole time saying Voldemort's a heartless monster. He could never know love. Well, you had okay, I don't know. But it's just really crazy how it just... So I feel like that's probably the main reason why The Cursed Child didn't do well about the whole plot with Voldemort's kid. Like, J.K. Rowling probably thought this was a good idea, and I guess it kind of was, but in this plot, in the Harry Potter series, when you spend this whole time saying, like, giving a character description of Voldemort, like, he's a heartless monster, he could never know love, well, why did he have a kid with Bellatrix then? Like, what was the point of this? You could have just had the whole thing with Harry and Ron and Hermione and their kids just growing up as their kids and stuff. So this was just not necessary. Another thing about this book, just one of the many things about this book that was just not necessary. They didn't need to do this. Off track. Okay, here's the backbone, the plot, if you will, of The Cursed Child is Cedric. So Cedric died in Goblet of Fire, right? He was killed by Voldemort himself. So Cedric's dad wants to get the time turner that we saw in Prisoner of Azkaban that Hermione had. He wants to get this to bring his child back from the dead. Now, another thing about Harry Potter that's always kind of confused me is, so they get a time turner to bring Buckbeak back from the dead, right? So, and Dumbledore's like, no spell can conquer the dead, nothing can conquer the dead. If they're dead, they're dead, get over it. So why would we have the plot with the time turner of Buckbeak, them saving Buckbeak, when this didn't make sense? Like, you could have saved Harry, you could have saved your parents, but we're like, no, we have to save Buckbeak. Buckbeak's way more important. So, like, why would they say this in the books? Now so maybe it was an exception with the hippogriff, if you will, but Cedric was a person, okay? Cedric was a human being. So he's like a person. How can you conjure him from the dead with the time turner when no spell can conjure the dead? That's just like a whole nother thing. Okay, but one thing I liked about The Cursed Child was that it had Romani moments, if you will, in it. Because, like, that we didn't really get to see in the books and the movies, because J.K. Rowling, being who she is, was like, well, I think Hermione should have been with Harry. I regret Hermione. I'm going to ruin everything about your childhood in the Harry Potter books just because I'm transphobic mean. So it has moments with Hermione in it. If you ship Hermione, like, you could ship Hermione and Drarry and, like, other ships, but I just feel like you ship Hermione, there's Hermione moments in it, and something that I didn't like when I got into the Harry Potter books was that she gave Ron, like, okay, so Hermione's Mr. Magic, and Harry's, what was Harry? I forgot what Harry was. Okay, Harry was something. But, like, I was so mad about that they just gave Ron a job at a joke shop. Because I wasn't even at Deathly Hallows at that point. I was still in, like, probably Goblet of Fire. So I didn't really know the thing about wheezing something. So I didn't know about the whole thing with Fred dying. And that it was kind of like Ron going by George's side and being a replacement for Fred. So that's something really good about The Cursed Child. A good thing is, like, before Ron was working with George in the wizard wheezing something. So he was an Aurora, or something like that. So he did get a good job, but he quit when I think Rose was born, and he like kind of settled down more and decided to just work with George. So I didn't know that before I was even done with the Harry Potter series. I found that out like a few months ago. So that's made me feel better about that. But the book just, I don't know how to explain it anymore. There's just so much in it that doesn't fit with the series. It's just crazy. And what's with the cover? Like, I'm not sure about the cover, because, like, why does the cover look like that? Look like a freaking orphan in a bird nest. About that. Another thing is, okay, Snape. About the end of Deathly Hallows, the epilogue, so Albus was like, Dad, what if I'm in Slytherin? I don't want to be in the Slytherin, oh my god. So Harry is like, you're named after two bravest headmasters at Hogwarts. One of them was a Slytherin. He was the bravest man I ever knew. You named him after Albus and Severus Snape. Severus Snape, he's a villain you just can't hate. Was he a misunderstood nice guy? No, he wasn't. He was just so mean. Like, if he, in the Marauders era, like, he bullied Remus and James and Sirius and Peter. Like, he bullied them back. People want to say, oh my god, James Potter was so mean to Snape. Well, Snape probably started it. James Potter's not going to just hex him for no reason. Okay, in Deathly Hallows did say he just hex people in the hall. We're going to ignore that. So, and Alice Dumbledore is, like, fake. Fake. He's just fake. A word to describe Alice Dumbledore? Fake. He's a fake friend. He raised Harry as a lamb for slaughter for, like, 7 years? Ever since he was born, knowing that he'll have to be sacrificed. Now, you could look at it as the whole thing with Grindelwald as him willing to sacrifice the world for someone he loves. So you could think about it like that in Harry's perspective, not wanting to make the same mistake twice or whatever. But Albus Dumbledore was manipulative, and he just was not a great character. Okay, he's iconic, but he's not like a great character development or anything. So I don't get why he would name his kids after a bully who bullied him all his school life, and a manipulative wizard who raised him as the lamb for slaughter. Okay, so I just came inside because I'm about to end the video. The video is probably like 13 minutes long. I didn't think I would make it that long. So, in conclusion, I don't hate the book. It's not a horrible book. It was a fun time to read. It was the first Harry Potter book I read. And the play, I don't really like the play because, like, the actors and the everything, like, I just don't think I don't like the play. But, a lot of other stuff I'll probably be doing on this channel is more book reviews, and I'm still gonna do edits. But I'll probably I'm gonna do a lot on this channel. Mostly, probably, I want to do some more Riverdale stuff, Marauders era, Harry Potter, like, I want to do a lot of stuff. So please, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications bell so you know when I'll make a new video. My next video will probably be, All the Young Dudes, I'm listening to the audiobook, so I'm probably almost done. I'm on, like, year, 5? Or 6, probably, I don't remember, but actually, I still have a lot to go, because it goes up to till his death, and if you're wondering, the noise in my background is under here, there's my kid, oh my god, bro, my dog's in the little mat thing. This is Charlie, this is Ricky Bobby, and I do not know where Raven's at. I have another gray kitten, I don't know where she's at, though. So, like, subscribe, bye!